Hey, what's up? Richard Bryce here. In this video, I want to show you two really simple tips to help you develop a more consistent volley. I hope you find the video helpful. If you do, it'd be great if you give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, it'd be awesome if you could do that as well. So the first simple thing that you need to do to have a more consistent volley is to have a short take back and take your racket back in line with the volley. Obviously, you'll be landing in a split step just after your opponent makes contact, so then you can react as quickly as possible. So that could be one of the simple tips. If you're not landing from your split step and doing a split step, we'll include that as well. But once you've done that, it's going to be a short take back. Now, I'm going to do a lot of that from my body. It's not going to be a full unit turn like we do with a ground stroke, because we don't have as much time at the net and we don't need to use that much racket head speed. So it's just going to be a partial take back where I'm going to rotate my body partially, and that's going to take my racket back a lot of the way. So now my racket's here, I'm just going to take my racket back a little bit further. So if I was to show you from the side, I've taken it back to there, and now I'm just basically just taking it back a little bit. It's hopefully not going to go too much or too far back that way, so it won't break past my shoulder. Now, as you get more advanced, when you're really trying to crush floaters, you can have a bit more of a swing, but at the moment, to be really consistent and work on this, you want to just take it back there, and then you'll be punching through the line of the ball. So for all of your volleys, it'll be the same thing. You'll land from the split step, short take back, lining it up with the ball. If it's a lower volley, same thing. We've got to line it up with the ball, and it'll be exactly the same on the backhand side. Short take back, where we're just punching through the line of the ball. So that's tip number one. Tip number two is that you've really got to watch the ball onto the strings. You really have to exaggerate keeping your head still on contact. Again, with the volleys, we've got much less time to react, really challenging visual requirements. If you lift your head, really easy to miss the ball, so you want to exaggerate it. Leave your head there for a second after the volley. Every time, just leave your head there for a second after the volley and really make sure that your head is getting lined up with the ball. This is something you probably want to watch yourself on camera. Even though I've said this, even though you think that you're doing it, the chances are you won't be lining your head up as directly as much as you need to. So really kind of check it out, record yourself, make sure that you are trying to get your head, your nose lined up with that contact point all the way through. And between those two tips, it should really help you to improve your consistency. Now, one of the things that I've mentioned a couple of times is the visual component to all this. You have to be able to see where the ball's going. You have to be able to predict where the ball's going quickly in order to line your racket up. You have to have a highly functioning visual system in order to track it with your head and keep your head still through contact. And unfortunately, a lot of adult tennis players have a visual system that doesn't function well enough to allow them to do that. So what I highly recommend, in addition to working on these on-court things, is to spend a little bit of time off-court working, training your vision, because this is stuff that you can actually improve really easily. And to help you with that, I've created a free Tennis Vision Starter program. I'll place a link down in the description. I'll place a link up there so you can check that out. I've also got another video about volleys that I'll place a link down in the description, which is going to talk more about the split step, because it is very important, and I'll talk about how you can speed up your reactions at the net. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you have, it'd be great if you give me a thumbs up. Any questions or comments, I'd love to hear them down in the comment section.